Good morning, students. Welcome to the first class of biology on the chapter How do organisms reproduce? In today's topic, we are going to discuss about how reproduction happens and how organisms are able to create exact copies of themselves, and also the term variation. And what is the importance of variation? Why variation is essential for the propagation of race. So we discuss about these three topics today. So let's proceed. First, we must know what is reproduction. Reproduction is the process of formation of new generation of young ones of similar type by the growing up of individuals. Reproduction is not an essential life process like your nutrition, respiration, transportation or excretion, because it is not necessary for the survival of an individual organism. Rather, a lot of resources and energy are spent by an individual organism in order to take part in reproduction. Reproduction, therefore, is not a wasteful expenditure. It is because of reproduction that the survival of individual happens, and it ensures continuation of life on earth, perpetuation of species, replacement of dead individuals, introduction and transfer of variation. It is because of reproduction that we observe so many species as single, non-reproducing organisms will be hardly noticed. So, the basic features of reproduction are the replication of DNA, the chromosomal material, growth and differentiation of cellular machinery, and cell division. It is a mode of reproduction in single organisms. Development of special reproductive structures and formation of new individuals, continued replication of DNA, that is the multiplication of DNA, growth and cell division, formation of tissues, organs, etc., and maturation into a multicellular organism. If the organisms do not reproduce, their population will decrease, and one day these species will become extinct. So, reproduction is very much necessary for survival and increase in the population. So now we must know how organisms are able to create exact copies of themselves. You should know that DNA functions as a blueprint of life, as it is information source not only about building and running cellular machinery, but also organization of cells into tissues, tissues into organs, organs into organ systems, and organ systems into particular body structure. DNA functions as a master copy. It forms new master copies only at the time of cell division. Normally, it produces working copies in the form of RNA. RNA builds proteins, enzymes, and other biochemicals for the formation of living matter. DNA is normally contained in the chromatin of the nucleus that forms the chromosome at the time of cell division. Prior to cell division, DNA replicates, multiplies, makes its own copy, so that the two copies remain attached in the form of two chromatids of a chromosome. Cellular machinery also grows because DNA or chromosomes alone cannot maintain the life processes. At the time of cell division, chromatids and hence the DNA copies separate, along with division of cellular apparatus, to form two daughter cells. The two daughter cells should normally be the exact replica of the parent cell. they should be the exact copy of the parent cell. However, it is always not possible. Hundreds of biochemical reactions occur during the preparation of DNA copies. At least a few of them are liable to go wrong and form a different product. The result will be that the DNA copies, though similar, are not identical to the original. The changes produced during the DNA copy give rise to variations called mutation. Changed information or mutation give rise to changed protein, and this leads to changed body design and function, or we can say this leads to altered body design and function. Some of the changes may be so drastic that the new DNA is unable to work in the cellular apparatus it inherits. Such a daughter cell may die. In others, the changes may result in small variations in the structure and the functioning of the cell continues, and they remain largely similar to the parent cells. The inbuilt tendency for variations produced during reproduction forms the basis of evolution. So from DNA, this is the structure. Here DNA made up of genes, and this way the copy happens. DNA produces RNA and RNA produces the protein. DNA and the proteins, you can see the structure over here. They are multifolded, and here is the structure of the chromosomes. These are the two chromatids, and the two chromatids are stuck to one another at the central part, what we call as the centromere. So here they are attached, and these are the homologous chromosomes. So the replication of the DNA happens, and through that the cellular machinery also grows, and that way from one cell two daughter cells are produced in which the exact copy of the DNA goes, and in that way the organisms are able to produce their own copies. As DNA is made up of genes, DNA forms the genes, and the genes carry the information which is helpful in the production of exact copies of themselves. So now we must know what is the importance of variation. Variations happen, that is, when there is a small change in the structure of the gene. When there are some changes that the new DNA is unable to work in the cellular apparatus that it has inherited. So there will be some changes, differences that are found in the morphological or in the physiological traits of individuals belonging to the same organism, race or family, and that develop due to faulty DNA replication, or maybe due to crossing over may happen, or maybe due to chance separation of chromosomes during meiosis, or some mistake during fertilization. So that way variations happen. But variations are highly important. Variations function as an adaptation to environmental changes like increase or decrease in the temperature, drought, excessive rainfall, antibiotic resistance, pesticide resistance, etc. Normally, every population is adapted to live, feed, prosper in a particular habitat. However, environmental changes result in the changes in the niche in which they are living. And change in the niche is liable to wipe out the population using that niche. However, if variations are present in some individuals in the population, then that may enable those individuals to survive, multiply, and later form the population equal to the previous one. So despite use of so many insecticides, the insects have not been wiped out. Whenever a new insecticide is used, Most individuals die. However, a few insects do survive due to the presence of the requisite variation. The surviving insects multiply and grow in number. Similarly, the bacteria occurring in the temperate water will die on account of rising temperature. However, some bacteria may have variations for the resistance to heat, so they would survive and multiply. So variations are therefore very much helpful in helping the species to survive over time. Moreover, variations, they provide individuality to each living organism on this earth. It is because of the variations that we can recognize one another. Suitable variations provide an edge to certain individuals in the struggle for existence. Variations help breeders to improve varieties of plants and animals. Variations are the raw materials for evolution or the formation of new species. So that way, variations are highly important. They are the raw material for the process of evolution. They are the ones which ultimately lead to origin of new forms of life or formation of species. So variations are very much important, and we get these variations only from the mistakes that has happened in the copying of the DNA. Now we come to the reproduction part. There are basically two types of reproduction which is there in our syllabus, the asexual and the sexual mode. The asexual mode of reproduction is very simple. Asexual reproduction may be defined as the production of offspring by a single parent without meiosis, and meiosis means without the help of reductional division, formation of gametes, without fertilization and transfer of genetic materials between them. So the various types of asexual mode of reproduction is your fission, budding, spore formation, regeneration, vegetative propagation, and we will have to discuss each one in detail. So that is about your asexual reproduction. So if we talk about the basic characters of asexual reproduction, then we must say that asexual reproduction is uniparental. That is, it happens from a single parent. One parent is involved, and it does not involve the fusion of gametes. All the cell divisions are usually mitotic. The young individuals are genetically similar to the parent, with the exception of occasional mutations, and it is a method of rapid multiplication. It is absent in vertebrates and higher invertebrates. Asexual reproduction is commonly found in unicellular organisms, plants, and lower animals like your sponges, hydra, etc. And the common modes of asexual reproduction can be your fission, which can be of two types, binary fission and multiple fission. Then we have the budding, where buds develop from the body of the organism and the bud starts behaving as an independent organism. Then we have the spore formation, where the spores are liberated from the sporangium. We talk later on about this in detail. Then the process of regeneration and the process of vegetative propagation. The second method of reproduction is your sexual mode. So in the sexual mode of reproduction, the production of offsprings happens by the fusion of two gametes to form a zygote, and that zygote, with the help of cell division, later on develops into mature organisms. And the actual act of the fusion of gametes is called as fertilization, and that leads to the formation of zygote, and from the zygote the formation of the fully developed individual happens by the process of rapid cell division. And every organism has a definite time period under which it grows into a fully formed, mature organism. So that is about a brief outline of the two modes of reproduction, that is the sexual mode and the asexual mode. So let's finish the class over here for today, and in the next class we will further elaborate on the methods of asexual mode of reproduction. Thank you.